Hello, this is Jessica from the Macedon Public Library. I'm here today to teach you how to make a three-dimensional hot air balloon craft using paper. And as you can see, it's three-dimensional because it sticks out from the paper. So we're going to learn how to make this today. I think I figured out how to make mine less wavy too. My first one ended up being a little bit wavy, but I think I figured that out with the right kind of glue. So I'm going to tell you the supplies that you need. All you really need is some paper, some scissors, some glue, and then also anything else you might want to add. You can make the clouds out of paper, or you can make them out of cotton balls. Oh, you're also going to need a little bit of string or yarn for these little ropes connecting to the balloon basket. So you can use any type of paper that you have lying around. You can use construction paper, cardstock, or colored paper. This is just colored printing paper. If you don't have colored paper, you can always take white paper and either make, a bunch of drawings, color them in, and then cut out the hot air balloon template and then use those. So it's a very, very customizable craft. You can really make it however you want. So what I did is you can go online and either print out these templates for the hot air balloon, or what I did was I made one. So what I did was I actually traced the round bottom of a canister. In this case, it was a Clorox wipes canister, which is kind of apt for right now. But I made the circle, and then I just sort of free-handed the little bottom to the balloon. And I cut that out. And then I used this as a template to cut the other ones out of a couple different colors. So first thing you're going to do is you're going to take your first balloon, whichever one you want it to be, and fold it in half. The easiest way I found to do it so that it matches up is to fold it first so that the bottom part meets corner to corner, and then use that to make sure the edge of your balloon matches up. That way you get a nice even fold, because it's kind of an odd shape. So you're going to take all of your colored paper, your little hot air balloon cutouts. So first what you do is you trace them onto the paper, and then you're going to use your scissors, whether you're cutting them out with safety scissors, or you have a grown-up cut them out with maybe some bigger scissors. So you trace them onto your paper, cut out around the lines that you've traced. Once you have those cut out, you're going to fold them all in half. So again, the easiest way to do that is to match up like the bottom of the balloon, and then match up the side, and then use that to fold it so you get a symmetrical shape in half. I'm going to do my last one here. Again, I'm going to match up the bottom corners. I'm going to match up the edge of my balloon. Kind of fold back from there. Now, here's how you make that 3D shape. And this is where I think mine ended up being wavy the first time I made it, because all I could find, and it'll work, but all I could find was Elmer's glue. But since it's a liquid, it tends to, dampen the paper, and it gives it that wavy look. So I was able to unearth some glue sticks, which I knew if you're a parent, you probably bought like dozens of these things and you can never find them when you want. So I'm going to take my glue stick here, and I'm going to put glue on one side of one of these folded pieces of paper. And I want to get all the way to the edge. I want to get glue all over the whole thing and get it so it's nice and sticky. And you won't be able to see it because the glue's clear. Then take another one of your balloons, and you're going to stick those two sides flat together. So you want to meet up at the top, go right along the crease where they are glued together, and really make sure that there's good contact between the two. And what you'll have is something like this. So you can see I didn't glue the whole thing together. I just glued one side together. Just like that. So you end up with something that looks like that. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put glue again on one side. And I'm going to get all the way to the edges, all the way to the bottom. I'm going to have good contact there. I'm going to take my next color, and again, I'm going to glue it one side right along to the back of my green balloon here. And I'm going to try to line it up so it's lined up right along. The creases are together and it makes a straight line. I got this one a little bit crooked, so I'm going to kind of peel it back off and realign. And if you need to do that, that's okay. Because you want the spine of them where they all come together to be flat, because this is the part. Oh, what did I get on there? This is the part where we're eventually going to glue it all down. So now I have something that looks like this. I've got the green is now glued to one side of the yellow, one side of the purple. Now I'm going to put, oh, there's something on my desk. So be careful when you do this that you have a clean surface, because my paper kind of picked up some it's pizza grease. So now I'm going to put glue again all along. This time it's the other side of my purple balloon. And I'm going to glue my final color, starting at the upper edge, making sure that they're all flat. They all meet up. All your folds are going to meet up at this one edge. And if you've glued it together, one side to one side, the way we've got it here, you'll end up with something like this, so that it creates this sort of fan effect. So, and then I've got glue paper here that I'm going to glue it onto this because it kind of looks like the sky. So I'm now going to take my glue stick, and the easiest way to do this is, if you know that these are the sides that you're going to glue down, I'm just going to fold these, back so it's this accordion shape again, and then so it's flat, so I can put glue on one side and glue on the other side and glue it down to my paper. So what I did to make it a little easier on myself is I've glued just the pink. The end of the pink is glued to the paper, but I'm going to fold all this over so I can put glue on the outside of my yellow. And then that way, when I open it up and glue it down to this side of the page, there you go. Now I've got my Now I've got my 3D balloon. I can see all those colors. Next, you're going to take just a little bit of like a yarn or a string. This here is just a little bit of cotton yarn, and you just need just a little bit. So just a little, tiny bit of yarn. I'm going to snip that off. I'm also going to get another little piece of yarn about the same size. So these are just like maybe about an inch long. And I can use my glue stick for this, or if this part, if you want, you can use liquid glue because it makes it just a little bit easier. And you're going to make a line coming, I don't know if you can see that, coming straight down from the corner of that balloon. And we're going to just attach our string so that it is glued to the paper. So you can see I've got one side of the glue, or one side of the string glued down. I'm going to do that on the other side. Make another little line of glue. Glue this string down. So there we go. Mine aren't even. I just realized mine aren't really even, but that's okay because we're going to put a basket on too. We're going to put our basket down here. So if you need to cover up, if you got one side a little longer than the other, you can cover it up. Now, for the basket, I didn't have any brown paper. So this is where I had to get a little bit creative. And on my original one that I made here, what I found was these were actually some old Christmas gift tags. I had a few of like this one, which has this sort of woodsy background to it. So I used that on my first one because I kind of liked this stripe pattern that it had. But on this one, I also found, this is just some old wallpaper actually that I found in a cabinet. It's actually from whoever owned my house before I did. So I found this kind of brown wallpaper. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut a little square. Now you can either, you can just leave it a square, or, you know, and just, oops, you can either just leave this as a little square. You can shape it if you want. On the original one that I did, I sort of trimmed, rounded off the edges, but you know, a square is just fine. Again, you're gonna just take your glue, put a little bit of glue on the back of here. You can use your glue stick too, if that's all you've got. Let's glue that down. And then as you can see, that covered up my uneven strings. So you can't even tell that one was longer than the other. And now comes the really fun part. You can do your background. So you can do whatever you want in the background. You can have, you know, shooting stars. You can have clouds. You can have sunshine, a rainbow, anything that you want. You can even put it flying over some land, maybe. And how you do your background is really up to you. You can draw it in using crayons or markers or colored pencils. You can cut out shapes for your background. You can take cotton balls. If you've got cotton balls, you can kind of tease them apart and make big fluffy clouds. What I'm going to do today is I'm just going to take some white paper and I'm just going to kind of freehand some clouds. So hopefully I end up with some nice looking clouds. I don't end up embarrassing myself too bad with my scissor skills here. So there's one cloud, and I just kind of, you know, went around, just did little kind of circular up and down shapes. That's really all you need. I'm going to use my glue stick for this to get it nice and flat to the paper and just sort of, you know, get it all over up to the edges. do another cloud here. You could even do rain if you wanted to. You could do lightning and thunder if you wanted to. You can do a night sky, a day sky. You can do birds. You can do dragons if you wanted to. Again, I've got another sort of cloud here. Put that one down here. And I'll do one more just to even it out. I'll just do one more little, do a sort of little cloud here just to. You don't have to be exact on this. You can get creative, as creative as you want. You can make your clouds look however you want. There's another little cloud shape. Cover it back with glue. That one up there. So see, I've got that so far. And then if I wanted to do like my balloon was maybe flying over an ocean or something, I've just got a blue highlighter here. Let's make some wavy shapes down at the bottom. Maybe some little wavy watermarks. Maybe I can even do some lines, like the wind is blowing my balloon. Now I've got some lines over here for the wind. I've got some waves down here. You can do whatever you want. You want to make some sort of hills in the background. You can do that as well. Some sort of mountains and you can make some land in the background and fill it in if you'd like. But I think, you can see that you can really get creative however you'd like to do this, and you can make as many as you want. Originally, I glued a little sun in the corner, and I'd taken a little strip of paper and I'd cut them into little like took the strip and then just cut littler strips off of it so I could glue those on for the rays of the sun. And originally, these are actually little cotton pads that I usually use for my face. So, that's what I did on this one. And then on this one, I've got some drawings, I've got some clouds. So you can really make it however you'd like. And I just thought that was a fun craft. Maybe if you're feeling a little bored, you want something to feel a little bit to do, to be a little bit more creative. Also, what made me think of a hot air balloon was because there is a hot air balloon in the story Fortunately the Milk by Neil Gaiman. There's actually a time-traveling hot air balloon. And I recently read that out loud for the Maston Public Library. So if you go to our website, you can find the audio recording of that, which is a lot of fun. Or if you want to just make your own hot air balloon 3D paper craft, now you know how. So I hope everyone's having a good day. I hope the snow wasn't too bad out where you are. It was snowing here today. So I hope you're all having a great day. I hope you're all happy and healthy and safe at home. And I wish you all a wonderful rest of the week. Thank you very much, and I will see you later. Bye.